Hi, I'm Craig from Foxy Web Design, and today we're going to learn how to register a domain name. So, you should already have a name in mind for what you want for your website, and the thing that you need to do before you go starting to register a name is just to make sure whether that name is in use on the internet. Now today I want to register a name for a nut butter company, and I want to call it Zap Nut Butter. Let's just have a look if there's any other Zap Nut Butters out there on the internet. Yes, I did mean peanut butter. Let's have a look if there's any Zap Nut Butter. No, nothing with Zap. Let's look for Zap Nut Butter again, just make sure. There's Zap Fitness, but that's about it. While I'm here, I may as well show you that if the name wasn't available and we did this, it would definitely come up. Like, for instance, Big Nut Butter Company, pretty nice people, pick nut butter. Let's have a look. As soon as I type that in, pick peanut butter comes up straight away. So I think that we're going to be pretty safe to register Zap Nut Butter. Now, I'm going to show you my two favorite places to register domain names. There's Net Registry and there's also Namecheap. Now, my main preference is Namecheap. They're my number one favorite. I'll go into that a little bit later, but before we even sign in or register or anything, let's just have a look to see if our name is available. Now, I'm thinking Zap Nut Butter is going to be the best one to look for. So let's just see if that's available. Yes, it's available. And it's Australian dollars, $13.38 per year. All right? So that's great. Now let's have a look on Net Registry. Net Registry is an Australian company and Namecheap is an American company. Now, you've got to decide if you're going to, first of all, .com is probably one of the most favorite of all domain names. It's the most widely recognized and quite highly respected. However, there may be reasons why you choose .com.au rather than .com. And those reasons would be that say it was .com.au, or it could be .com.us or whatever country you're from. That tells those people that you're a local company, that you're owned and operated inside that region. And if that's important to you, then you might want to consider having a .com.au name. Some people register both. Now let's just look up zapnutbutter.com.au. And they're saying that .com is available for $14.95. Let's just compare the price. Bit cheaper over at Namecheap for the .com. .com.au is $14.95. Now, if you're wanting the .com.au, that's actually quite affordable. If we go back to Namecheap and we do a domain name search for zapnutbutter.com.au, let's just do that one. Oops. Sorry. zapnutbutter.com.au. And their price is $25 per year. Now, just be aware that if they're saying this is on sale, that means at the end of the term of when you've paid for this, it will revert back to that price. So sure, you're saving $10 or so, but here, you're not going to save a hell of a lot. Now, the thing is too, this is an Australian company, and if you're hosting in Australia, there might be some very minuscule speed advantages for when people are looking up the domain name and they come to netregistry.com.au to check the domain name that points then to your hosting, but it's minuscule. What's more important is actually considering the length, how many letters are in your actual domain name. The reason why that's important, there's a few different reasons. One's a branding perspective. Like if we were just called zap.com.au, I mean, everyone's going to remember that, right? So from a branding point of view, that would be highly effective to have a shorter name. Also, Google prefers shorter names. It's going to give you better SEO benefits to have a shorter name according to Google, the little hints that Google puts out. What's SEO? That's search engine optimization. How well you're seen on Google when people look for you. But then it's a double-edged sword, because if people are looking for nut butter and you have nut butter in your domain name, then that's got equally good SEO advantages. So, you know, it's half a dozen of one and six of the other. But look, this is short enough. There's another consideration. How nice is this going to look on your business card? If I have a business card that says Craig at zapnutbutter.com.au, that's bearable. I have seen a lot longer domain names than that, and it starts to become unbearable. There's no way also that I'm ever going to get a name like Zap. That name would have disappeared centuries ago. No, well, the internet wasn't around back then, was it? But decades ago. If we look for that, zap.com.au, guarantee $1 million that is gone. Now, it's not performing the search now. It got stuck. So I'll simply do a refresh and we have a look. See, this is on back order. You're never going to get it. The Zap. It's okay. Zap Solutions. And then it starts offering you the different types of domains like zap.net. I'm not a big fan of .net. .org, that's fine if you're a non-profit or an organisation. But again, I do prefer the .com, zap.co.nz. Look, that's not actually a bad name if you're a New Zealand company. But again, it's not brilliant. Anyway, so we've done our search, and I think that what I want to do is go for, let's just do one more search again. I think what I want to do is actually go for zapnutbutter.com. Now, if you don't have an account with Namecheap, you could simply add this to your cart, and then you'll have an account created for you. I recommend when you do have an account created on either one of these platforms, you set up two-factor authentication to protect your account, to protect your domain name, and thus protect your website. But before we add this to the cart, I'll just show you one more trick. Say we were going to buy it from Namecheap. Now, we noticed that it was on sale at Net Registry, so there's already a discount price applied to those ones. But on Namecheap, you've actually got to go looking for the sale, if there is indeed one. And they've usually got it on their own page. It's namecheap.com promos and coupons. And they've got registration and transfer. So they've got some sort of discounted price there to register a domain, and they've got some other offers for some other products there. .com registration, $8.68. So I think you can see there, well, that could be US. Anyway, this is the code that we're going to use. Now, I've already got an account with Namecheap, so I'm just going to log in to Namecheap. Just bear with me. All right, I'm now logged into Namecheap. So let's just search for that again, zapnutbutter.com. And here it is available. We're going to add this to the cart. Let's view the item and go to the checkout. Let's grab that promo code now. It's now copied to my clipboard. I'll put in the promo code here and apply it. And, oh, what, I've saved a whole 30 cents. Sometimes the promo code is better than that. It's not a ridiculously great offer this time, but hey, whatevs. And look, that's good enough for me. Now, they also offer a free Whois guard. Now, that's another important thing to be aware of. They're saying it's free forever. That's pretty good, because if we were in net registry, they might whack on an extra charge for Whois. So just be aware of that. Okay. We'll confirm that order, and I'll explain what Whois now. So let's have a look. Payment method. Bloody blah. Pay with PayPal. I'm just going to do this off screen, obviously. All right, and it's all done and dusted. It has now been registered. All right, so what is Whois? Okay, so let's discuss Whois a little bit more. If we go to Whois and look up, we'll notice that there's a number of different services that offer the Whois lookup. And this is a way to look up to see who owns a website. All right, so you can type in any type of website up here, and assuming they don't have the Whois privacy thing turned on, you'll be able to see who registered the website. This website's being a bit slow, actually. We'll use a different Whois. Let's see what this one does. That's a bit quicker. So you can enter in any website here, and if they don't have the Whois privacy turned on, you'll be able to see who registered that domain, what their contact email address is, rah. Now I'm going to show you why that's important. All right, here is an example of a scam email that was sent to me. This is an old website that I formerly had registered, and it has actually expired. I let it expire on purpose, and once it was expired, then my Whois information was also released, and somehow they found my email address for who registered this domain, and they've sent me this fake invoice. Now, if you don't have Whois Guard turned on, you'll also start getting sent these fake invoices. And for people that aren't aware, they look at it and they think, oh, my domain name's about to expire. I better go and pay for that. But of course, what they've got hidden in the fine print, it says it's the expiration notice of domain registration. And you think, okay, expiration notice of domain registration for blah, blah. But then it says search engine optimization submission. So in fact, what it is, it's tricking you into thinking that what you're paying for is a renewal of your domain name. But what instead you're doing is you're paying money for a farcical SEO service that will probably, damage your website's SEO more than anything. So that's one of the reasons why Whois is important, and privacy is important there. All right, so lastly, I'm going to discuss thinking of your name. Now, this example was, I'd already thought about my name. I already knew what I wanted for my website name, and I've already discussed the length of the name .com versus your nationality's website. domain extension. But I've written a free book here at Foxy Web Design about branding and marketing. So feel free to go to my website, foxywebdesign.com, pick up a free copy of this book, and inside it talks about branding. It talks about how you come up with a name, and it also talks about creating mood boards and things. So you can start to create a personality for your brand. And this mood board or personality board, call it whatever you like, this can actually help you get creative and start thinking about what sort of name you want for your brand name. And it gets into like brand personas, and same thing with the buyer personas and things like that. These are all useful and helpful tools to help you work out what sort of business name you want. So head over to Foxy Web Design and pick up that free ebook. Now, if this video was helpful for you, I'd love if you could like the video and subscribe to the channel. Lastly, thank you very much for watching, and you have a great day.